What's up, guys, and welcome, Daily Theologians. You may be wondering, why do statues matter, and what's the big deal about Teddy Roosevelt and the Bull Moose Party? If you didn't know, a big to-do has been going on for years, decades, over this statue at the National History Museum, and it is now kaput. It went down in the middle of the night. Wonder why. Anyways, stick around. You're not going to want to miss this one. So teddy bears are named after Teddy Roosevelt. It's a long story, but that's why he's canceled in the corner there. I want to show you the video of this statue coming down. Now, people have rightly pointed out there are some problems with Teddy Roosevelt. He said some very not kind things towards other people made in God's image. And I think this is the problem with revisionist history. You hold people to this standard of perfection instead of celebrating the good things they did and recognizing the good things. You find the one thing where you're like, I don't like this about them. And that sort of microscope is only going to allow Jesus to succeed because everyone else is going to fail. And it's a sort of revisionist history. But I want to show you what happened to the statue here. It was vandalized. I think this was from a few years back. So it's not like this is a recent development. And I looked at the history to try to figure out, why do people hate this thing so much? And the statue is meant to celebrate Teddy Roosevelt, 1858 to 1919, as a devoted naturalist and author of the works of natural history. Roosevelt's father was one of the museum's founders, and the museum is proud of its historic association with the Roosevelt family. Not no more, it ain't. Not anymore, it isn't. So that's gone. One person responded to this article and said, weird. You didn't mention, the person that posted this video, that it has a black person and a Native American walking next to his horse like subhumans. And I don't know. I mean, I don't necessarily, I think that's in the eye of the beholder. Okay. I don't know how you can get that from the statue without knowing exactly the history of why they did it. Now, apparently there was a documentary done on the making of this statue a few years back, but let's just be clear about people that make documentaries and things like that. They're probably slanted towards an agenda. Now, again, I'm not saying what I think the reason for these people being there is. I don't know. It was a wild time in this country. There were savage people here. And to say that the Indians were peaceful and kind and fun-loving, that's historically not true. That is not true at all. And it's true in every culture. You could look at the Romans, you could look at the Greeks, you could look at Africa and look at how they treated each other. You could look here. It's in the heart of humanity. And again, I'm not defending the statue. I don't understand the history of it. And honestly, it's not that clear from what I've seen. Now, they're taking it down. And the point of this video is to say that when you tear down history and you try to shame everyone to fit into your model of what you think is perfect and right, instead of recognizing the things they did that were helpful, especially something that's been there since 1940. The people that hate this thing weren't even alive when this thing was put into that position. Again, I'm not defending it. I'm more curious to see what people think. And most of the comments I saw were of support of the statue. They said, now they can sleep at night. This person said, how sad. And I do think it's sad, not that the statue is gone, but that when you start to tear down people that were really bold, heroic, and I think he started the Boy Scouts, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not 100% on this, but I think he thought Americans were getting too soft and pudgy. And so he started the Boy Scouts, and then they went full woke. But you start to try to reshape what a person is, what it means to be a man, what it means to be someone that's bold and caring and a good leader. And again, I'm not saying all those things apply to Teddy Roosevelt, but I think he was fairly well known for being like a tough guy. And the Bull Moose Party he started, and obviously the president. So let me know what you think. Again, I'm not defending the statue or it being taken down. I just think the assault on statues and history in our country is very bad. I think it applies when they take down statues of people from the Confederate. This history, that can serve as a reminder to be careful, to guard the image of God, to guard people made in the image of God. It can serve as a reminder, as a positive, say, look, this isn't right. You see this right here? This isn't right. This is how people used to think. It's not saying that he's perfect. It's not saying everything he did was good, but there was one person that is perfect, and his name is Jesus Christ. He lived the perfect, sinless life. He bore the wrath and hell we deserve, died, and is risen and reigning. And for all the people full of anger and all they do is walk around and point out how everyone else can't measure up to their self-righteous woke standards, well, the day is coming where you will stand before God, and your anger will be turned back on you because God will expose you for being an idolater, for being self-righteous, for being a hater of Jesus, for being a hater of all that is good and right. And again, not defending the statue. I'm just saying a lot of the people that are angry about this stuff really need to take a good hard look at themselves compared to God's law and see that they are the criminal. They are the guilty one in thought, word, and deed. And they must repent before it's too late because that day is coming soon. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment below and remember to hammer that like button. Like the 95 Theses. Thank you so much, and God bless.